What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're here with Morgan talking about his insane Tacoma that is built by JD Fabrication. What's the history on this truck?
Bought the truck used in 2016, 2010 Tacoma, TRD off-road,
Okay.
6-cylinder 4.0. Thing already handled pretty well. It was a desert truck stock,
Yeah.
and now it's more of a desert truck.
Sick.
Like most of these builds, it started small, and
Yeah.
this is what it is now.
Well, let's start from the front and just kind of walk through this thing. So for front suspension, what you got?
Well, we started off with the relocation kit, and that was all it was supposed to be. Then we went with the mid-travel 2 1/4, and then the king coilovers and bypass, and the hydraulic bump stops in the front. You know, as long as the front's cushy, it's a nice ride.
So what size bypasses are there?
It's a 3-inch.
3-inch bypasses.
Yep.
And how much travel do you get with this thing?
It was 18 in the rear and 16 in the front.
Sick. So what size tires are you running?
These are the 35s. Also, JD has this inner fender well kit to kind of give us extra clearance.
Yeah. So the inner fender kit gives you more clearance and a stronger core support.
And it's stronger because right now I don't have an engine cage on it, which is the next thing on the list.
Yeah.
But definitely feel more confident with those inner fender wells. We kept the battery up front, and so from that inner fender well, we were able to actually add supports. So it's a great subsystem to start with, and just kind of have confidence in the truck.
And this doesn't look very stock.
No, that's not stock. That's a Magnuson supercharger. Got added in.
With a UMP intake.
Yep.
Yeah, it's sick.
For running this car for 2 years, I decided to take the air filter apart once. There's nothing in it. These things are great. Yeah.
And the steering setup too, that's not stock either.
No, we got the JD quick steer kit, and then the house system in here, and the JD slide rack gives us the quick steer, and again just extra beef to give you confidence.
All right, well let's check out the back suspension. So in the back, you got spring under.
We got spring under. I'm running
JD2.
That's from JD2. Running the stock Tacoma axle with some spacers here. I know JD offers that 9-inch rear axle. That's definitely another thing on the list, but the Tacoma's been reliable. Stock E-locker in the back. These shackles we've replaced a couple times to get more clearance in the rear. Probably going to add another spring to that pack too, but I mean, it's really at this point we're just going for incremental improvements. But right out of the shop from JD.
And
no
these
complaints.
are 3.0 bypasses as well?
That's correct.
Yeah. So you just run the spare in the bed, and you got some tranny coolers back here too, looks like.
Spare in the bed, great to keep some weight in the back. The tranny coolers are just kind of a must-have out here in the desert, especially when it gets hot. Have it on a thermostat, so it's kind of idiot-proof right now.
Yeah.
Thinking about putting a manual switch on it, but it seems to be working great. Awesome. The guys did a great job routing the lines. Everything's nice and tucked in the frame. Real clean build.
Well, I can see the cage on the back, so we might as well look at it on the inside. So you're running 3 seats in here.
3 seats, that was kind of a decision just to have a little bit more storage. And also just in general from coming out to the desert and getting in people's rigs, when there's 4 seats and you're sitting behind the driver or the passenger, you're staring at the back of their head. And it also doesn't help for queasy passengers. Yeah. So all the feedback from that center seat is a cush ride. Great view. You're not unable to see what's coming up, and everyone said you're getting anything that builds more confidence in these trucks and passengers in the trucks is what we go for. Cage almost became mandatory after all the other mods we did. Again, safety, confidence. We want to ride and then go home to ride again. So cage feels good. Also, it locks the whole vehicle up from front of the frame to the back. You definitely feel that. So I mean, function and form and all that good stuff from the cage for sure. And you know, the way that these guys build and the way that they do the custom work for the truck and the little intricacies of the truck, the cage is tucked tight.
Yeah, it's super tight.
And you know, walking around the truck, you don't even notice it's in there because everything's tucked nice and tight where it's supposed to be.
They went right inside the big boot fillers here. Crazy. Yeah, it's super tight. I guess that's kind of the whole truck. I don't know what else to talk about. You got anything other surprises under here?
No, just the fuel recommendation.
Yeah,
there you go.
Well, thanks so much, Morgan, for coming out and hanging out with us.
Oh yeah.
And letting us rip around in your truck. If you want to know more about this truck, hit us up in the comments. And if you want to build a truck like this, hit up JD Fabrication. Or you know what, we're actually their main Canadian distributor as well, so we can build a truck like this too. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.